Hello, good morning all. Today in this video we are going to discuss regarding email template in Odoo. So from the name itself we know that it's something related with sending of emails from Odoo. So currently in the screen I'm using Odoo 15 Community Edition, and this method can be applicable across all the Odoo versions. So we will be discussing about how to create an email template in Odoo. So it's like a template where we will be passing a dynamic object, and it will render that object and it will create a mail body. So let's see how we can do that. So first of all, if you go to settings, so here you can see we have settings menu, and I have already activated the developer mode in the database. And if you go to technical and if you scroll down, you will see a menu called templates, email templates, under the parent menu called email. And if I open email templates, you can see we have got around 31 templates in the database depending on the number of modules installed in the database. And if you open any of the template, you can see subject, this is the content. So this is a template, email template, and its model is mail.template, and there will be a name for the template, and we will specify for which model this template has to be used. Because if you check the content, or let me take some another email template which contains object. Here we have one sample. So if you check the subject, you can see it's like a variable object dot create uid. So the object will be a record from this model called users, and it will be getting dynamically replaced in this position. So if you click on preview, you have a smart button here, and if you click on that, you can see it will show or it will display the records from that model 𝐿 and if I select, you can see the template is getting modified based on the value that I have selected. Here you can see well, mark demo, and if I change to John, you can see it's getting updated. So what we will be doing is that we'll be creating a dynamic email template that can accept a record set and render the template. So let's see how we can do that. So normally it's created as a data file inside the module. So if you take the external id of this record, so I can get the external id of this record from the debugger button. Then if you click on view metadata, you can see its XML ID or external ID is auth signup dot set password email. So what I'll do is that simply I'll copy this template name and I'll go to the PyCharm. So here we have the Odoo source code, and I'll right click find in path and I'll search for that record. So inside auth signup, you can see we have got this record set. So here you can see model mail template, and this is that template. So similarly we'll be creating a email template from our hospital module. So if I go back to the Odoo, I'll close this, or I'll keep this tab here. Let me duplicate the tab, and if I go to the hospital module, here we have the patients, and we can patients can book appointments for the doctor consultation. So if I go to the appointments menu, and if I open any of the record, so once the patient book an appointment, our intention is we should have a sent by email option in the appointment, by which we can send the appointment details to the patient via email. So we are creating the email template for hospital dot appointment model, just sending the appointment details to the patient to his email id. So let's start. So if I go to the custom items where we have the OM hospital module, so this is our module, and we already have a data folder inside our module. So what I'll do is that I'll create a new file called mail template data. So new file, and I'll name it as mail template data dot xml. Click on OK. So we have successfully created a XML file inside the data folder. Now what we have to do, we have to import this inside the manifest file. So I have copied its name, and here we have the manifest.py file. And what I'll do, I'll duplicate this and I will import it here. So we have successfully imported the file inside manifest file also. data mail template data dot xml. Now what we have to do, we have to design the mail template inside this file. So what I'll do is that simply I'll copy a sample from here which we have already seen, that is reset password template. So it's, well, let me check where it ends. So it starts from here, record, and where it ends, it's end here. So let me copy all these things and let me put it here. So let me close all those things is open. And also I'll do one thing, let me adjust the indentation so we can understand it well. So I'll click on Control A, Control Alt L, so it will be automatically aligned. So you can see it's aligned. And now it may seems too big for you, but don't get worried, it's simple as it is. So we'll start from 1. So initially I'll keep it as no update equal to 0. So initially I'll keep it as no update equal to 0. And if I check, so first of all, the email template is for what purpose? Sending email. So I'll put as appointment mail template. I'll give the name as appointment mail template, and the model should be mail.template itself. Then you can give a name for this template. I'll put it as appointment template. Then in the model you have to specify for which model you have to use, like this email template accept which object. So I'll tell it will accept the hospital dot appointment model. If you come back to the Odoo, you can see the model name is hospital dot appointment. So here I'll give model underscore hospital underscore appointment, which is coming from OM hospital module. So the model is specified. Then we have to give a subject. So the subject can be a static one or it can be a dynamic one. So let's put a static one for now. Appointment details, I'll put like a static subject, appointment details, and email from, let it be like object dot company id name or object dot company id, or I'll put user dot email, that is email from accepts a dynamic value. So dynamic value you can put it inside to this one, curly braces, and close with curly braces, and inside user dot email, and user will be a record set of current user. Like in Python we have self dot env user. Similarly inside mail template we have object called user, which is the current user. So user dot email, that is from address. Then we need to which email the email has to be sent. So we have to send the email to which one? Patient. So our object is appointment. Inside appointment we have field called patient id, and inside here we don't, yeah, we have an email field. So what I'll do is that object dot patient id dot email. So I'm saying I need to send email to patient ID's email address. That is, this is our record set dot this field patient ID dot email. So email from and email to is done. Now what we have to do, we have to design the email body. From to is set, subject is set, everything is set. Now we have to design the mail body. So if you check the copied sample, here you can see these are just body.html. So inside this body.html we are designing the template, that is email template. Here you can see it starts from here. This section is the mail template. So let's see what we have there. So here the sample that we copied is defining a table. You can see a table with border 0, cell padding 0, cell spacing, and with some styles. You can modify it as per your need or you can keep it, that doesn't matter. Then we have tr, it's a row, then a column, and what it is doing here, nothing is there, some design. You don't need to get worry anything about that. Then t body, table body, this is just pure html style. You can give anything that you need to get. So here Odoo is making some styles. You can see if you come back here, you can see it's a good look and feel. So if you check preview here, you can see it's coming like this. So we are just designing these contents. So if you need to get the code, if you see, this is the original code and this is the HTML. So currently we are coding these things, and once it is done it will be like that. So we have added some tables. Then here you can see again table, and we don't need your account. So instead of your account, which one we have opted, the second one I think, or the first one, not sure. Yeah, maybe let me check. Anything. So we don't need this your account. Instead what we can do, we can put patient ID's name. So I'll do one thing. Let me keep this like this and let me upgrade. So we are not making any further changes, we'll keep it as it is, and let's upgrade the module NC. So I think the module is not updated from the terminal, so I'll go to the UI and I'll upgrade the OM hospital module. So here we have the hospital module, Odoo 15 development tutorials, and I'll click on upgrade. So you can see the module is getting updated and there is no errors. So if I come back to mail templates, and you can see a new template has been added called appointment template. So this is the current format of our template, and if you check its external ID, debugger button, view metadata, OM hospital, appointment mail template, which we have created here. So the name has been successfully added and it applies to hospital dot appointment. Subject is recorded here, appointment details. Now we have to focus on the content. So what we have to do first, here instead of mark demo, we can pass the appointment reference. So if we come to the appointments, we have a sequence number called these. So we can pass it here. So if we check the mail template, this is currently comes the mark demo which we have seen here. So what we need to get here, we need to get the sequence number of that appointment. So if we check this field value, its name. So here I'll put object dot name or empty, object dot name or empty. So it will be coming at the top. Then here they are showing the company logo. So this is the syntax of adding logo.png company object dot company id dot id. But unfortunately I think we don't have a company id here. So I'll put user dot company id dot id, this calling. So it's fine. User dot instead of object, user dot company id name. And in this section what they are showing, there is nothing. So what we have done is, here we'll show the name, and here if we set a company logo it will be displaying here. That's what it's done here. In the second section we'll show company logo. So that's the header section. Then in the content, here you can see dear mark demo. So instead of dear mark demo, we need patient name, dear patient id object, that is object dot patient id dot name, dear patient. And here we can add some content. Your appointment has been successfully booked, has been successfully booked on. Then here we need the date. So we can put the dynamic thing using t out. Booked on which date, we can get the date from appointment time, which is the field value is appointment time. So object dot appointment time, and I'll close this t here. So dear patient, your appointment has been booked on the time, and here I'll put reference number, and I'll use t out, which will put the dynamic value object dot name. And we don't need this section of change password or these things. So I'll clear this div. I'll remove this div and also this one, and I'll put some br which will brings an empty line. Thanks user dot signature, or here I'll put user dot name. And at the bottom here what we are doing, just some style, some sort of style. And at the footer we are adding the company details. So instead of object dot company id, so object is appointment model, and inside the appointment model I think we don't have a field called company id yet. Or we have, yeah, we have a company id already. So it will bring object dot company id, and company email and details will be shown at the footer. This one, company, you can see your company, and we have the company information. And at the bottom what we have, powered by Odoo, we don't need this, so simply I'll remove this footer. And what else we have, and here instead of user dot company, so somewhere inside I have put user dot company, we can replace it by object dot company id itself. So that's done. Now let's arrange the empty spaces. So I hope you got the idea. So let me arrange and let's see. That's done. And finally we have in which language the email has to be sent. So I'll specify the language as object dot, or let it be like that, or I'll keep this empty. I don't need the language currently. Auto delete will be set as true. So we have successfully added. And now what I'll do, I'll just restart the service and I'll upgrade the module once again. So I'll go to the apps menu and I'll upgrade OM hospital module. So if you haven't received this module, you can just download it from the Odoo app store for free. So module has been successfully upgraded, and if I refresh the screen, and it seems the change has been not reflected in the database. So let me delete and let me upgrade again. I'm not sure why the change is not reflected. So let me upgrade and we will watch the log. There is no error yet, so everything is fine. And if I refresh here, email templates, appointment template, and you can see this is the template that we have received. So if you check here, let me preview. I'll choose, yeah, you can see we are getting error on previewing the template. So there is something wrong in what we have written. That's why you are receiving the error here. So what we have to do, we have to check the template. Object dot name, here you have to put or. That's fine. Either or this one, or you can keep like this. Then it's fine here. Fine here. Patient ID dot name will be there. No need to put of or. So we have made some modification, and let's restart and let's upgrade. So before upgrading, I'll delete this template. So we'll go again to the apps menu and we'll upgrade the module once again. So the module is getting upgraded. And if I come back to templates, appointment template, and you can see it has been added. Now if I go to the preview and let me choose a record, failed to render inline template unmatched. So there is some syntactical error inside the template. So let's try to sort it out. So if I come back here, maybe this comma inside email from can be a problem. So we will confirm it from here. Yep, that can be a problem. I'll remove that and let's upgrade once again. So edit. So instead of upgrading, I'll do one thing, or let's delete. I'll delete and I'll upgrade the module again. Click on upgrade button, and I'll keep refreshing this screen. So the module has been upgraded. I'll come back to email templates. Seems fine. I'll go to the preview. Still we have error. So we need to trace from which part of the template the error is coming. There is some unmatched closing of bracket. So let's try to sort it out. So better way of sorting it out in such cases is you can comment some part of the templates. So I'll keep this tr commented for now, and I'll keep this tr also commented. So that is done, and let's upgrade. I'll delete once again, delete, upgrade, apps menu, upgrading hospital management module. Done. Refresh. Email template, appointment template, preview. Still we have error. So the error is not from that part of the code. So it's somewhere inside this tr. So let me comment this section also, and let's see whether it's disappearing or not. So I'll comment this also, and delete, apps menu, upgrade, refresh, preview. So still there we have errors. So that means, does the email to or email from causing the problem? Because we have commented all other codes which we have added. We have currently, it's like as it is commented, it has a null effect. So I'll remove it also. We can get it back by Control Z. So I'll have removed that. Then what else is causing the issue? Yep, here you can see we have got an extra thing. So Control Z. Let me bring back all the codes. I'll uncomment those. And here we were having an extra bracket. So I have removed that. And let me delete, and let me finally upgrade the module. I think this time it will get worked. So this is how we can debug the code while we are developing something. So let me refresh. Email template, appointment template, click on preview, and you can see the value has been getting replaced. Dear Graves, your appointment has been successfully booked on date, reference number, thanks mutual admin, and Odoomates, which is the company name, and you can see the logo is appearing. So if I change it to OP78, you can see patient name has been changed, time has been changed, and reference number also changed. 74, 73, pineapple. You can see patient name is getting changed. So this is how we can create a email template in Odoo. So I hope you understood. Just copy it email template existing inside the Odoo source code, do your modification, specify the model, give a name, give a subject, and you can also specify from and to address. And we also here give auto delete. At the final thing we have done is auto delete is true, which is coming to this field auto delete. And content, similarly currently we have given the appointment details as that subject as a static one. If you need to have a dynamic subject, you can pass which one, the name, appointment reference, this one. So where is subject? You can just copy these, put it here, and put object dot name. So the reference number will get added to the subject. So let's upgrade the module once again to see the subject is getting updated or not. I'll delete, I'll delete, and I'll upgrade the OM hospital module. Upgrade. So the module is getting upgraded. Let me refresh here. Email templates, appointment template, and appointment details, object dot name, preview. You can see in subject it is coming appointment details, or you can give appointment number like that. So this is how we can create an email template in Odoo. So once everything is done and you see there is no final change, you can put no update once. But if you keep it initially no update one, on upgrading the record will not get updated. So this is a common mistake I have seen. People will put initially 0 and they will keep upgrading the module keep by keeping one, and on the changes will not be reflected in the database once you keep no update equal to 1. So just once everything is done, just put no update equal to 1. And you may think why we need to keep no update equal to 1, because as the email template option is editable from the UI, so once we finalize the development and we deliver the product to the client can come here and they may feel, instead of dear patient name, they can call sir or madam. They can do the customization as follows from the UI. Instead of dear, they put sir or madam, their name, and they changed the design as per their need. But on upgrading the module, those changes will be overwritten by the code. So to prevent that, we will put no update. To keep the client changes there, we will put no update 1. So I hope the email template option is clear for you. We have just added a new file, designed the template, imported into the manifest, and upgraded the module. So in the upcoming videos we will try to cover the topics like how to send email, how to send attachment with email, and so on and so. So that's it for the day. If you like the video, please do click the like button and support us by sharing the video with your Odoo friends and Odoo beginners. And also recently we have started a membership in the channel, and but not yet we haven't released much content on that. But if you can join, it will be a great helpful for us to generate a revenue. So that's it for the day. Have a nice day. Thank you.